いいんじゃない？これおしゃれなんじゃない？なんか、おしゃれなイタリアンのトイレとかにありそう。
Hey, honey. Your work's incredible. The new stuff is wowing us all.
うわ、
But Ben, I've had an idea. You know, the critics are fickle. How about if you go back to
ル
your
ーツに戻ってみる。
paint something meaningful, personal, close to your heart. Gotta go. Love you lots. Mwah. Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're at such an important moment in your career, and
But that's enough from me.
なんかあったかな、まだ。
Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife is proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak. Huh. I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny? You ready to come up here? Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
何も言えないよ。
hey, honey. Guess who's calling? Again.
ああ。もうダメ。
Hey, Benny. Guess who's calling? Well, here's the call. We're
ああ。
we're done so kaput. It's
Hey B,
パパ。
just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't
ああ。
move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter.
だいぶおじいちゃんになっちゃったね。
Yeah, I think you did the right thing. By the way, she didn't want you to see her like that. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her. What's that? That's so fascinating, son.
エディ。あ、思い出の。こうしたな。あ、ぐちゃぐちゃの時になっちゃった。 なるほど。
Look,
この思い出を絵にしていくのか。よくわかったな、この絵で。
unbelievable, Ben.
え？
It's like she's standing
本当か？
there
これでわかるの
with
か？
us. Like I can,
おー、すげえよ、その想像力は。
I can feel her.
飾っとるがな。過ぎゆく日。
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor.
え、黒。
My God, I can't believe this. It's been years.
あっ
I
ちのは
just
もう
walked
見ない
through
でいい
the
です。
entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that. I just can't believe that my entire childhood
探し
was
続
sitting
け
next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little
そうだよ
drawings
ね。う
you
まかっただ
did.
ろ
Remember when you still drew my portrait even when I begged you not to? God, you were such a little jerk back then. I kept that drawing, you know?
なんで
Oh my god, I bet it's worth quite a bit of money now.
そうだね。
And your mom. I
出
always
発
heard
点
her
ね。
playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Like mother, like son, I guess. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you
これ
doing
結
after
構
this?
積極的じゃないです
Maybe we
か
could。get a drink or something? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
え
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You
あ、
finally
忘れ
hit
て
the
たわ。
jackpot, Flapjack. Oh, the nobody nothing's dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir.
うん
If I realized I would have
掃除はし
cleaned
ろ。
up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul.
なるほど。やっぱ
I mean, sure,
いい
I've
経験を
had
してるってことなの
scientists,
かな。
a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter?
そうだよ。
The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All
わか
right,
るわかるわかるわかる。
here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a
あ
happy kid
ー、どっちと取るかだよな。
or a lonely one?
あ、でも、両親も愛してくれたし、幸せかな。
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
あー、これは作曲家だろうな。
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a
あ
teacher?
ー、どう、
More encouraging or
支え
demanding?
てはくれていたよ。
Kind of like your champion?
うー
Or more like a
ん。まあでも厳しかったのは嘘じゃないんで。
Therefore, as his
そう
piano teacher, she was
そこまで言わなくていい
over-demanding,
けどね。
forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve
そこは
that
そうでしたね。
greatness that she never could. And how about that neighbor girl? What was she
女
to
の
you?
子は
Was she your best
あ
friend? Or your
ー、どうなん
first
だろう
love?
ね。もう他に友人の思い出ないだろうから。どっちあ
Don't be
ー、現時
bashful,
点。
man.
いや、
You can
現時
tell.
点では初恋というほど覚えていなかったから親友じゃないから。仲良かったからね。
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best
い
friend.
や、こういう思い出が大事なんだっ
blowing it
て
the。next day. Now, from that moment forward, his
そうね
mother。gave up on him.
あれ言ってれ
She knew
練
he
習
didn't
し
have what it
てれば
took to be a
というか寝てれ
truly
ば
great
違ったのか
musician.
な。
But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten.
多彩だな。本当に。
Sure, he loved finger painting as a child, color, and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. But be
う
quiet.
るさいぞ、確かに。
With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You lucky bells!
止まんないよ。
All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
なんだよ。
I had assumed as much anyway.
どのくらい予想して
I
て
should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar
ちょっとスキードル。
birds. They're what becomes of souls who tried to lie to the gatekeeper.
なるほど。
And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me.
なるほど。
Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
結構失敗してるけどな。
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one. Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
こう言われましても。
You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that? Just look at him.
こいつ
Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
何何
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible.
畑で忘れ去
You're
ろうとしてい
trying
る。
to blink right past it.
なんだ
Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever
Nani,
fished
nani?
out of that black
隠してないよ。
muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again
え
to start
どういうこと
from the very beginning. And this time,
今嘘を話してた
I
っ
want the
て
truth.
こと？あ、最初のとこじゃん。